last one standing wins. We all know Fortnite Battle Royale. If you don't play it yourself, you've seen it on the internet somewhere. It's the current craze. Everyone's playing it. However, Fortnite is not just a Battle Royale game. In fact, it wasn't even originally intended to be one. Fortnite envelops two games, Save the World and Battle Royale. Save the World is a player versus computer survival game where you and up to 3 other commanders work together to fight the storm. You can fire a laser that will destroy a piece of the storm. You can launch a van that works as a weather balloon to help study the storm so you can be more effective. Or you can just save survivors who are away from fortresses and they're out in the dangerous storm and need to be brought back home. Then there's the player versus player battle royale. This was released in early September 2017, where Epic Games saw the success of games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and H1Z1 King of the Kill, and decided that they wanted to create a game like those but would be free for everyone to play, as their main objective was for Save the World to become a success, and the Battle Royale game would bring attention to Save the World. So they created Battle Royale and released it in early 2017, and your objective is to, as I said earlier, be the last one standing. You and 99 other players are dropped onto an island, and your job is to kill everyone else, build forts, loot for weapons, and win. Fortnite was originally released in late of July 2017, produced by Darren Sugg and Epic Games, with association to the People Can Fly gaming company. Now, this Save the World release in July was paid alpha, meaning that the game was still under production, but you could pay to become what's called a founder, and you would have early access to the game, you would get special equipment when the game goes live later here in 2018, and it will be free to play when it goes live. You will have a significant head start over other players, and you will have some special loot from being a founder. Battle Royale released later that year in early September, and was not largely successful until later that year onwards, in December and even in January maybe of 2018. Battle Royale doesn't really have a story. The only concept of a story that we know is there's a battle bus and there's 99 other players and your job is to win. Now, Save the World, on the other hand, is a quest-based game mode where there is a story. The story goes that the world was enveloped by suddenly this storm that would infect people with a virus and they would become zombie-like creatures. And there are variations of each creature, but your job is the commander of the last of the Vindertech Corporation. And your job is to save other people and fight the storm and eventually save the world. Your primary objective outside of your quest line is to upgrade weapons, heroes, survivors, and defenders so that you can fight stronger monsters and eventually rid the world of the storm. Now, Epic Games has created Fortnite in its classic Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine is one of the first rendering engines created for PC gaming, and it has now gone to console as well. Named for Epic Games' legendary PC first-person shooter Unreal Tournament, revered as the first successful first-person shooter released outside of console. Now, the mechanics of the game is a little bit strange. It's straightforward third-person gameplay with a pretty realistic physics engine. However, there are no abilities, but there are many controls to memorize for building. So I would say that you would need pretty advanced mechanics to play this game on a computer. However, on a console with a controller, everything comes pretty easy. The aesthetics of Fortnite are very simple. They have cartoony characters and environments that are also cartoony. I would liken the look of this game that to Borderlands, another rather successful shooting game. Now, what I think that makes Fortnite great, personally, is that it has, for Save the World that is, it has seemingly endless quests and upgrades. I've been playing it almost since it released. It released in late July 2017, and I started playing it in early August, and I had Battle Royale as soon as it released as well. But I've been playing it for a few months now, and I have yet to even come close to seeing the end of my quests, and I am not even close to finishing upgrading anything that I have. And so I'm constantly working towards more, and I'm constantly occupied, and I love that. I think for Battle Royale that what makes it great is it has an ever-changing, always fresh gameplay. There are always new weapons and new things in the game being released every couple of weeks. Just in the past 2 months alone, they've released items like the vending machine, which allows you to exchange resources for weapons. They've added the remote explosive that allows you to stick an explosive to a wall or a floor and detonate it later. And the homing missile launcher that lets you guide a missile towards wherever you want it to hit, rather than having to aim directly at it. There's also new skins, emotes, and players that are added to the game or join every day, and it creates a very unique gaming experience every time you play. You may join one game and you're in the game with people who've been around as long as I have, and you feel like you can't win because they're so good. And then you join games where everybody looks like they've just joined the game in the past 2 minutes and this is their first time playing. Now, I think it's important to note Fortnite is one of the most commercially successful games now that has ever been released. Fortnite, when it was released last September, the Battle Royale version, obviously, was considered to be bad. I would try and get my friends to play with me, and they said, ew, that game sucks, let's play PUBG, which is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. They did not want to play this new game. However, given a couple of months on the market, Fortnite is currently the biggest game in the world, being played on nearly every continent, in nearly every country, with millions upon millions upon millions of players worldwide. Now, with that demand, there does come issues. Fortnite does have unstable servers. They're somewhat slow and can be laggy at times, and sometimes even crash entirely. Just a few days ago, the Fortnite servers were down for almost 24 hours while they fixed the login system because people were being logged out in the middle of games as the servers were just too unstable to handle the traffic. Now, this comes to the point where I want to talk about how I can change the game. Now, and I don't mean, how can I be a great player? I mean, how can I genuinely contribute to making this game better? I think that the only issue with Fortnite is that the servers really need help. They're slow and laggy, they're unstable, they crash often. And I am a founder. I bought the game back when it released in July, and I have had it since then, which means I am a founder. And since I am a founder, Epic gives me preference in complaints and feedback for the game. So I can send Epic Games my messages about the servers with recommendations for what they should do. And I can even get others to give input as well, and to get Epic's attention so they realize that this is a major issue, that they have created a very fun and popular game, but it's not very fun if you can't play the game. But overall, I think Fortnite is right now my favorite game. I play it almost every day. I play it with all my friends all play it, we all have fun, we win, sometimes we don't, but we always have fun no matter what happens.
I'm down. Fuck them bitches up! Nice. Can I have that scar? Because I don't have an assault.
He's up there. No, not by me, because he'll just shoot at you. Okay, good shot, okay. I guess he wasn't as good as I thought it was.
No!